Hi guys, welcome back to MyTrickRC. This is Dan. I'm the owner of MyTrickRC. Today I'm going to show you our newest kit. We're real excited to introduce it to you. It's for the SCX-10-2, the ready to run that comes with this 2017 Wrangler body. It's a really neat kit because it actually comes with provisions for headlights and tail lights right out of the box. So it's really easy to make a kit that just directly drops into it. We're going to show you a couple of the cool features. One of the coolest features is this kit comes with this transmitter, which has a third channel on it. So that allows us to remotely control the lighting system on your truck. And it has, you can do running lights or 3 levels of brightness on your system. So the first level is the running lights. We have the amber front kind of turn signals and the rear tail lights. And then you have your 3 levels of brightness. So I can control the levels on my transmitter, but I can also control them by a little switch, a manual switch that I put in here when I was installing it. So with this little button, you can scroll through the same exact modes. So today I'm going to show you real quick what's contained in the kit, and then I'll show you how we did the installation. It's really simple and straightforward. So here's what comes in the kit. First of all, we have our DG1 Dragon controller. This is the controller that has the little manual mode button here. It comes with a couple different options for powering the system. This controller will actually get its power directly off your battery, so it's not drawing any power through your receiver. It comes also with a quick disconnect, which we'll show you in a minute. And it comes with a little Y splitter. This is for your motor signal, your motor servo signal. So this will plug into your motor servo, and that allows you to do either a brake light function, or if you want to do an upgrade, you could add reverse lights instead of tail and brake lights. The kit also comes with some Attack high power headlights. These are our standard super bright headlights that we try to put into all of our kits, or not all of our kits, but a lot of the kits for the off-roading where it makes sense that you would want the high brightness, ultra high brightness, high power system. And this is the controller that will allow you to plug in a lot more lights, even that's included in the kit. So if you later on wanted to add in rock lights or additional light bars, not a problem. The controller can really power as many LEDs as you practically would want of the high power stuff. For the low power LEDs, we're going to have the front running lights, so 1 connector with 2 front running lights, and then for the tail and brake, same thing. These ones are red, as you can see by the color of the wire. These little guys right here are sticky mounts. These are for the headlights. Those you'll want to make sure when you do the installation to include those somewhere attached to the board. They're going to help dissipate the heat that the LEDs will produce when they're on. Comes also with a 5-inch light bar, and the hardware, all the screw hardware, comes bundled together with that in the kit, and a series of mounts that gives you a lot of different mounting options for your body. I think we'll also come out with a 6-inch version for this body, which will give, you would mount it a little bit differently. So in this particular case, we use these mounts to mount to the roof, but with the 6-inch, we can probably use these rails and mount it to the front A pillar of the windshield. Okay, so that's what's in the kit. Oh, also the hardware, just basic zip ties and stuff for tidying it up once you get it installed. So that's what's included in the kit. Let's take a quick look at how we did the installation. So these are 5mm LEDs that come in this kit. They fit directly into the mounts provided by Axial, and they have these little clips for the wires, and these are all very standardized, so you can just clip that baby on there. There's a little screw to run it through, and installation is really that straightforward. Yeah, so you just get your screw in there, tighten it up, and you're good to go. Okay, so the tail light is installed. We wrap our wires with black masking tape. It's just masking tape that happens to be black. It works really well, and it makes the installation look a lot cleaner. For installing the front lights, we have our attack headlight and we have our amber 5mm LED. The 5mm LED slips in there just like the tail light. It uses the exact same mount and it's really the exact same installation. For the case of the headlight, we notched out a little spot right there with a pair of scissors. That was just so that we could get clearance for our screw. You'll notice that this round sticker, what is that? It's very important that when you do this installation that you put the sticker onto the board like this. The reason is this isn't just a regular sticker. This helps dissipate the heat from the LED. It's a conductive sticker, conductive adhesive, and we really want to keep heat away from the LED as much as possible. So it's very, very important. Make sure you do put that on there. And so the way this sits in here, I just stuck it right on, and then using the existing little clip here, let me get the screw on if I can. And so the LED fits in the hole for the LED just fine, the hole in the bucket, the light bucket, but the shape of the attack headlights isn't like a regular 5mm LED. It's flat. It's not a problem. We can just use the same clip to attach it, and that adhesive is going to help act as a gasket or as a seal also, to try and seal out some of the moisture from getting in, or water from getting into your lens if you submerge it or go through like a heavy water passage or water feature, let's say. So it looks like this when it's installed, really straightforward. It'll hold it in there, no problem. And then this guy goes in just as the taillight, and essentially that's it. When you open up the box, it's going to look like this. You're going to have two cables. This is your motor signal, and the other one with the brown, red, and orange, that's your steering servo. The steering servo is plugged into channel 1 on your receiver, and if you can see, the receiver is numbered. There's a 0, 1, 2, and 3. So port 1, that's going to be your steering. Port 2 is your motor. We're going to unplug that, and we're going to take the connector that came with the Dragon controller, and we're going to plug it into here instead. Now you want to be sure that the metal contacts that you see right here, they're going to be facing upwards, and we're going to plug this in with the connectors also pointing upwards. Okay, there we go, like that. Then we're going to take our connector from the Dragon, that's this little guy right here. We're going to take the black connector, again with his contacts pointing upwards. We're going to plug that dude in. Then we're going to take this whole assembly and we're going to plug it into the receiver with the white wire towards the back of your vehicle. Okay, that's going to plug back into port 2. Okay, so that's how that is now. There's one port left. That last port, we're going to plug in our red connector, and the green wire is going to be towards the front of the truck. Okay, that should be it. So now our Dragon connector cable is all connected up. Let's do a quick test. Let's plug this into the battery, and we're going to turn on our truck. And what you want to do is you always want to make sure power turns on to your truck first. So we're going to turn on our transmitter, which is already on, and we're going to connect the power here. Then we're going to connect the power to the Dragon, and this still needs to be plugged into the truck body, like so. Okay, and then that should be it. Okay, with it all connected up, let's see if our third channel switch is working. It looks like it is. And let's test our brake lights as well. Go ahead and throw the body on. I see it has tail lights, and when we drive forward, they dim. So this is how the brake lights on the DG1 are configured. The brake lights will always be on except when you're driving forward. That's how it is. Basically, it's kind of like a drag brake. So if you're going in reverse, they'll be full brightness. If you're standing still, they'll be full brightness. But anytime you're driving forward, they'll dim down. Let's say that you wanted to have reverse lights instead of brake lights. The Dragon can do that, but you have to make some changes. Port E on the Dragon is the only active port, and when we say active, what we mean is that can either behave as a brake light or a reverse light or a running light. Right now we have it set to operate as a brake light, but if we'd prefer to have reverse lights, we would just go purchase an extra set of 3mm or 5mm LEDs. We would disconnect. You would actually have to buy two things. You have to buy the LED, and you also need to buy a two-way splitter. And what we're going to do is we're going to plug our tail lights and our front running lights together. Okay. Now this combination we're going to plug into port F. Port F is the running light port. If I can line this up, there we go. Okay, and then our tail lights, or sorry, our reverse lights, we'll go ahead and plug into port E. Okay. Now, if I press and hold the mode button for 3 seconds, it changes how mode E operates. Right now they're on dimly, and if I go in reverse, they'll get brighter. Those are acting as brake lights. If I press and hold again, now they're acting as running lights. It's just going to stay on steady all the time, whether I'm driving forward or reverse. Let me do that one more time. Okay, now they're set to reverse lights, so anytime I'm driving forward, they'll be off, but anytime I'm driving backwards, they're on. Another cool feature with the Dragon controller. One other really nice upgrade to do to your Dragon system to make it a little bit more waterproof would be, instead of using the balance port for your power, we sell on a website these little adapter cables, and this is basically a power pass-through. So what it's going to allow you to do is you just leave this connected to your truck. Well, actually, I would leave it connected to the truck side, which would be like this. Okay. Then, as soon as you connect up that to your battery, if your Dragon system was already plugged in, and this you would leave plugged in, essentially, as soon as you connect your truck for power, your Dragon system will automatically be connected, and you're going to be ready to go straight away. There it is. Okay, our project is complete. It came out super awesome. It was really easy and simple to do. It really only took us about a half an hour to do the actual installation. We probably actually could do it even faster. We hoped you liked the video, and if you did, be sure to like us below, and don't forget to follow us also on Facebook and Instagram. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time.